We're now being joined by Patrick Falk from Hong Kong. Hi Patrick, welcome to the show.
Patrick, yes, let's get started with that.
So the Hong Kong leaders have said that they want to tighten national security laws as soon as possible. Talk to us about the urgency of implementing the laws and how different it is from the current one.
Well, authorities certainly aren't wasting any time in setting this in motion. Shortly after the press briefing that John Lee gave on Tuesday morning, it was followed up by a meeting of the legislature to get this consultation process moving forward right away. John Lee has said previously that the new Article 23 legislation has to be implemented by this year. So he's moving forward with it as quickly as possible, as you mentioned, because the existing legislation that Hong Kong has right now, namely the Beijing imposed national security law, he described as being like a car with missing parts. So Article 23 will specifically include laws against things like sedition, espionage, and as you mentioned, external interference. So it will prohibit any sort of political activity by any sort of foreign political organization in Hong Kong. He has said that this is urgently required, partly because of the environment that Hong Kong is facing right now, and particularly in the run-up to the US presidential election. That is why this is happening so quickly right now.
Patrick, I also wanted to get your thoughts on this. Now, do you feel that the new proposed law could be seen as one that could quash dissent by certain factions?
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of that has already happened under the existing national security law that was imposed by Beijing in 2020. So it's very difficult to say how this is going to work differently, but we did hear yesterday from authorities saying that the new law must work in sync with the existing legislation that is in place. Bear in mind that Article 23 is part of Hong Kong's mini constitution, which has been in place since 1997. It is required by law to enact this legislation. So that's what John Lee's talking about when he says that Hong Kong has been waiting 26 years for this already. So, you know, there is obviously concern that it is going to tighten civil liberties in Hong Kong, but authorities did go to some length to say that they would do more to educate people about the legislation. John Lee said that he's in no doubt that there will be people bad-mouthing this law, but he will be doing his utmost to try and explain it to diplomats and the business community in particular that will no doubt have a lot of concerns about it.
All right, that was Patrick Falk joining us from Hong Kong. Thank you for sharing all your insights, Patrick.